Down in the valley where the girls get naked. If he throwing bags, then you know she gon' shake it. Hey, I know y'all remember it. Y'all know the theme song, P Valley. And when I heard that they wrapped up season 3, y'all know that's my show now. That's my shit. So I had to go back and do a recap of season 1 and 2 because that show ain't came out since 2020. Remember they had that writer's strike and all that. So I went back and we gonna do episode by episode. And today we're gonna do episode 1. Alright? You know I had to take my notes because my head bad. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, before season 3 comes out, we gotta finish this. We gotta go back over season 1 and 2. Alright, so like the video, comment, definitely subscribe, and let's see what happened on season 1. Alright, so basically it started off with this girl, this light-skinned girl, and she was like in this swamp digging out like a suitcase, and she was going through it and she saw this wallet with an ID in it, and I'm assuming it had money in it, right? So she took the ID, the money, and got her a bus ticket, right? So the bus stops and the bus driver's like, alright, we could take a break. So the bus driver like, hey, where you going? We're getting ready to go now. Wrap this up. Let's go. This girl runs into the woods. So I'm like, okay, what you running in the woods for, right? All right. So then they cut to a scene. I don't know if she was like going back to the bus or not, but they ended up cutting to this scene where she's in the bathroom and she's dyeing her hair a different color and stuff. I guess trying to, make herself somebody else, right? Okay, so then we cut to the paint, baby. We cut to the club, and that's where we meet my girl, Mercedes. And I do got pictures in case y'all ain't see the show. Hold on, I gotta pull them up. Hold on. Let me pull up the pictures. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Oh, shoot. I don't know how I got this thing, child. It's over me. Can y'all see it? Hold on. There we go. Alright. So this is Mercedes. I know it's really small. But yeah, so that's my girl Mercedes right there. The queen of the pink. You already know. Alright. So let me get that back. And no, I will not be editing this out. You feel me? That's not happening. Okay? Alright, let me put this back down. Okay. Alright, so what happened? Okay, yeah. So Mercedes was in there. She was practicing on the pole or whatever. And she was talking to, what was the white girl name on the damn show? I wrote it down somewhere, y'all. Is it Gilly or something like that? Hold on. Gidget. That was her name. So she talking to Gidget. They just talking shit. Blah, 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 blah. And what happened then? Oh, Mississippi walks in. And she walks in like her eyes messed up or whatever. And she, apparently she was out there dancing and some dude like knocks her over the head or some shit. And, and she was like, first day back off the dang on maternity leave. Oh my gosh. So apparently she just had a baby, right? Okay. So remember the girl from the beginning, Autumn. Did I put a picture of her up here? Hold on, let me go find Autumn. I'm pretty sure I found a picture. Here she go. Hold on. Let me put it over here. Why is it so difficult, y'all? Oh my gosh. The pictures is like small. I am sorry. Hold on. Alright, this is Autumn. I don't know how to make the pictures bigger, but I'll figure it out, okay? I will figure it out. Alright, that's Autumn. Oh gosh, what did I just do? I suck at this badly. But don't tell nobody though. You feel me? Don't tell nobody how bad I am at this. Okay. Alright, so that's Autumn. And so it cuts to her. She was outside. She was trying to get in the club. I guess she had her little fake ID or whatever. And $20. The man was like, bitch, you was not getting in here with no $20. Which I'm like, I only been to a club one time, but I could have sworn ladies got in for free, especially if you cute and the girl is hot. You feel me? She cute. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand why he wouldn't let her in. I don't know. Alright, so anyway, back inside the club, Mercedes in there, she giving her lap dances and shit, you know what I'm saying? And Buddy couldn't keep his hands to himself. She told this nigga 3 times. 3 times. Hands to yourself. Hands, don't touch me. Hands to yourself. So he gonna touch her again. When I tell you, sis picked up a bottle, broke it, and went up to his neck like that. I said, oh, go ahead, girl. Go ahead, girl. Yes, because I would have did the same thing. And so that's when the security guard came in or whatever and broke it up. And I believe that security guard's name was Diamond. Yeah. So back outside. Oh, and they kicked the dude out, right? And so we outside, and the Popo pulls up. I said pulls up. Popo pulls up, and Uncle Clifford comes outside. This is where we meet Uncle Clifford at. You feel me? Hold on, let me pull my boots on. I love me some Uncle Clifford. I ain't gonna hold you. Hold on. Let me pull him up. Where you at? There you go. Hold on. Dang, my mouse messing up. Alright. This. Oh shit, I'm moving me. Oh my gosh. Come on, click. There we go. Alright, it's Uncle Clifford. That's the owner of the club. Uncle Clifford. With his sassy ass, honey. And so the cops like, you ain't got no liquor license and blah, 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 blah. So Uncle Clifford was like, well, I got some wings for you. And in the box that the wings come in, it was just a bunch of money. So Uncle Clifford got the cops in his pocket. You know what I'm saying? So the cop like, all right, cool, whatever, right? Okay. So what happened after that? Oh, so they hosting this, like a dance competition, or twerk competition, pole dancing competition, something other like that, right? And the winner gets $50,000. And somehow Autumn gets in. I don't know how the hell she even got in the building, honey. I don't know how she got in the building, but she in the building and she in the competition. So she getting changed or whatever. And Uncle Clifford comes in and he asks her what your name is. And she was like, Autumn. Autumn Nights. Uncle Clifford was like, Autumn Nights, huh? All poetic and shit. Right? I thought that was funny. That shit was funny to me. Okay, so what happened? Oh, okay, so back in Uncle Clifford's office, Mercedes comes in there and she tells him that she's retiring and she's going to do like a little event called Mercedes Last Dance. Alright, so she tells him she's going to be leaving soon, basically. Okay, so now it's time for the dance competition, honey. Alright, they let all the girls go and stuff, and Autumn goes last. And baby, when I tell you, she killed that shit. Okay? She killed the stage, the pole, everything. The pole was smoking when she got done. Okay? The wands was being thrown. Alright? So obviously Autumn wins the $50,000, right? And but the thing is, while she was dancing, she was having flashbacks of some guy, and he had like a Glocky to her head, and he was like choking her and stuff. That's what she was thinking about while she was dancing. All right. So, but yeah, she won the money or whatever. Uncle Clifford came back there, gave her 50, and she asked him, "What a girl got to do to work here?" You know what I'm saying? And so, what happened after that? Oh, Mercedes gets jealous. Uncle Clifford tells her an opening is available and all that. And Mercedes jealous, but it's like, bitch, you just told me you're retiring. So, yeah, what you mad for? You just told me you leaving, right? But anyway, so the next day, Autumn is at her house in the project somewhere, child. She on the damn mattress on the floor drinking liquor, and the liquor ended up dropping on her phone, and she screams and panics. I can't remember. I watched the show when it first came out, but that was 2020, like I said, so I don't remember what exactly that was about, right? Okay, so it's Sunday morning, and Mercedes is up in the church house, child. Apparently her mama is the preacher. What the lady name was? Miss, what the hell? Reverend something other. I think I have a picture of her mama too. Yeah, right here. Let me show you her mama picture. Hold on. Alright, this is her mama. Alright. That's Mercedes' mama, whatever. So she preaching and stuff. And they passing around the collection plate. Mercedes puts her money in there. And I noticed she looks over, and apparently she sees a nigga that's a regular at the club, honey. All up in the church house. See, I be telling y'all. Don't be them ones. Be right up in the church house on a Sunday and know where they been at on Saturday. Right at the Pink. You feel me? But yeah, so she put her money in the collection plate and she just walks out or whatever. And so after that, they cut to the scene where this guy is like taking pictures of the city or whatever, but we'll get back to him later. So Uncle Clifford is at the check cashing place, child. He trying to use a check to pay for, I don't know if it's a mortgage or rent or whatever for the club. And the lady tells him, last time you wrote a bad check, nigga. So it's only cash for you. Cash or money, or you can't use no checks here no more, blah, blah, blah. Alright? So, of course, he mad. Alright? So, yeah. Then we cut to Mercedes again. Still Sunday. We cut to Mercedes. So, actually, Mercedes is a dance instructor. She is teaching these, they look like teenagers, maybe 15-ish. And she's teaching them dance routines so they can do competitions against other girls, other teams, and things like that, right? And while they're outside practicing on the track, her mama pull up. Right? And she's just pretty much criticizing her, really. Why you got them girls out here on a Sunday doing this and doing that and doing this or whatever. Just criticizing Mercedes, basically. And so Mercedes gives her some money that I'm assuming that she is trying to hide it in the church so she don't have to pay taxes, or either she's trying, I didn't understand that part too much, but she's giving her money to hide it in the church is what I got from it. I'm not sure, but yeah. So back at the Pink, baby, they're having a meeting about money and the Mercedes Last Dance event, right? And Mississippi comes in with the baby and stuff, all late and hell. She on that CP time. So she comes in late with the baby. I is fucked up. Right? And so, who she gave it? Oh, she gave the baby to Gidget, the white girl. She gives the baby to her, and everybody, leaves out so her and Uncle Clifford can talk. And, he's cleaning her face up and stuff, and he tells her his own personal story of abuse or whatever. And after that, she goes to get dressed because it's time to open up the Pynk. You feel me? So then we got some good music playing, popping off, club popping, ass in the air, shaking all about, honey. Made me want to be a stripper, honey. I said, oh, that's why I love that show so much. Man, don't have me on nobody pole now, because I get up this. Let me stop. Don't tell nobody that. But anyway, outside these dudes pull up, right? And this is where we meet Murder. Let me see. I'm pretty sure I got his picture too. Let me pull it up. Photos. Here he go. Alright, this is Murder right here. Or Lil Murder. Alright, that's him right there. Alright. Alright. And that's what he pull up with his entourage, and they all, think he big shit, whatever. Him and his entourage, they trying to cut the line, right? Security guard, like, nigga, we don't know who the fuck you is. Back of the line, back of the line. So, yeah. In the back, what happened? Oh, Uncle Clifford had the baby. He was just holding the baby, and he asked, Mercedes to help Autumn learn how to work the floor, basically. And, of course, she got attitude, blah, blah, blah. So, basically, they're teaching her how to spot a nigga with money. You know what I'm saying? Which ones got money, which ones don't. And so they test her. They like, pick one that you think got money. And she picked one dude because his shoes was like $850 or something. And she said, nigga, that is $850 on his feet, not in his pocket. I said, go ahead, girl. Go ahead, girl. Teach me. It's like I'm playing. But anyway, so they cut to the security guard, Diamond, and Mississippi. I don't think I have a picture of her. But they cut the Diamond in Mississippi. They in the back. Was she breastfeeding the baby? Something other. But they vibing pretty much. They seem like they had good chemistry and stuff. She tells him a little bit. Well, he kind of figures about her boyfriend because of her face, and he asks if you want me to take him out because I got some bodies under my belt. You feel me? But yeah, she's like, nah, chill, blah blah blah. So it's time for her to go on the stage. And he gets the baby from her. And baby, sis went out there and worked that pole. She worked that pole, honey. She was swinging it wide open, all that. And then we see Murder walk in finally because he was at the back of the line, remember? So he finally walks in and he just making it rain. He was making it pour down, honey. It was a tsunami up in there, child. He making it rain or whatever. And so him and his people go to the VIP section, right? And Mercedes, it was 3 girls in there. Mercedes walk in there. She looked at them bitches like, get the book out, because it's mine here. Okay, this is my money. So she made the 3 girls leave, right? And while she's sitting on his lap, she was like, you got about 5 bands there, you know what I'm saying? And but while she's talking to him and his friend sees Autumn, and they like her. And Mercedes don't too much like that, you know what I'm saying? But she was like, alright, I go get her. Only if you give us all your money. Alright? So she goes to get Autumn, but she tells Autumn that if she comes in the room with them, they both to get 1 band each. Lying like a motherfucker. But that's what she told him. Alright, so they go in there and stuff. And I ain't gonna lie, if she would have told me that, bitch, I would have been in there too. I would have been right in that VIP room, bitch, if only I ain't had morals. If only. Alright, anyway. So, yeah, what happened after that? Murder tells Mercedes that he want more than that. You know what I'm saying? I want more than just a little lap dance. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, let's go in that room. But that's going to cost more. So she takes him in there, blah, 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 blah. And she was about to dance, but then he ends up putting on his record. And she was like, boy, what is this bullshit? I can't dance to this. I can't get jiggy with this shit. So she walks up out the room, and they leave out, and they see Autumn, like the dude, one of the friends that Murder was with, like grabbing her arm and shit. And Autumn ended up kicking him in his doggone chestnuts and ran off, right? I was like, oh my gosh, like what is going on? Like it's too much going on in the pink, you know? But anyway, so what happened? Oh, Murder ends up, he was trying to find Autumn to apologize, but he runs into Uncle Clifford, right? But he couldn't hear. Uncle Clifford couldn't hear because the music was too loud, so he took him into one of the rooms, and they talking and stuff, right? And Murder was like, shit. Seemed like the pink got everything set for what I want. And he grabbed Uncle Clifford's face like that. And baby, we can only assume what happened after that. You feel me? So yeah. Anyway. So the dude, Autumn ends up, she was outside. And we run into the dude from earlier that was taking the pictures. We found out his name is Andre, right? So he outside taking pictures of the pink and stuff. Turns out he's taking pictures for real estate. I guess he's trying to buy land or something around there. I don't know. So Autumn looks through his pictures. She was like, oh, you got a good eye for this, blah, 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 blah. She invites him inside. He declines. And he was like, it was nice to meet you, Autumn. She was like, well, actually, my real name is Haley. Right? So she gives him his real name. I guess that's her real name. I don't remember. But anyway, back inside, it's time for my girl Mercedes to dance. You feel me? So, but before she goes on, Clifford gives the DJ Murder's record for Mercedes to dance to. Don't forget, Mercedes didn't like the shit. Oh my god. So everybody hyping her up, Mercedes. You know what I'm saying? So she walks out, you know, about to do her thing. And the DJ gonna play Murder record. Mercedes looked at him like, bitch, nigga? She ain't even say nothing. She looked at him. You know how a black mama look at you and you missing touch something in the store? Yeah, she looked at him like that. And he said, rewind. And he plays the song that she was supposed to dance to. Okay? So she starts dancing, baby. She kills it. Honey, when I tell you she threw it all around. She was all over the stage, all over the pole. Child, when I tell you my girl climbed to the top of the pole, legs on the ceiling. My girl was dancing on the ceiling. Do you understand what I'm saying? My girl was dancing on the ceiling, shoes on the ceiling, upside down. And then she like drops right before her head touches the floor, bitch. I said, oh, bitch, teach me how to do that, hoe. Teach me, please teach me. That's what I was thinking, you know what I mean? That's what I was thinking. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so she's still dancing, but she finishing up, right? But she looks out into the crowd, and she see her mama. She sees her mama. So they cut to outside, right? And the mama, basically she was like, I didn't know you was making money like that and stuff. And stripping is blasphemy, and God ain't made you like that, and God gave me a hoe for a daughter, and you know, just basically talking shit. And Mercedes was like, no, ma, it art. You know, stripping is an art, basically. So basically the mom was like, hey, you better get them damn tithes and offerings to the church, all that doggone money you made in there. So Mercedes gives her mama a whole bag of money. I'm thinking it was the money that she made from her tips, basically. So yeah, the mama on her knees talking about, oh Lord, save this hoe. Save this hoe. I said, oh Lord Jesus, help me, I can't. But anyway, back inside, they splitting up the money, because, you know, you got to pay the club on his part, and, you know, they're splitting the money up or whatever. Mercedes, what happened? Oh, she was short with Uncle Clifford money because she gave that to her mama, remember? So, anyway, he gave Autumn her $1,000 that was from what's his name, Murder, right? And then he gives Mercedes $1,000, right? But Autumn leaves, and Mercedes sitting down. Clifford pulls out like 4 bands and gives it to Mercedes and says that Murder left this for you. I say, you dirty motherfuckers. That was some dirty mother. I said, oh, they're dirty. They dirty, honey. But anyway, so they outside or whatever. Gidget offers, you know, asks Autumn if she needed a ride home, and Mercedes hating ass was like, hell no, bitch, I ain't got nothing but a 2-seater, so I don't know what to tell you about that. I ain't got to do. And Autumn was like, shit, it's cool, I'm good. So she just sitting on the step, smoking a cigarette or whatever, and then it shows what a man name is, Andre, taking pictures of her sitting on the step smoking on the end. Wonder what that was about. But yeah, that's how episode 1 ended, y'all. That's a good ass show. But I'm gonna be covering. I still gotta do my other show that I'm doing on Netflix. I gotta do episode 2 of that. But yeah, I'm gonna go on back and pay for Stars so y'all don't have to, cause they high as shit. But I'm gonna do it, y'all. I got you. You know your girl got you. But yeah, y'all, like the video, comment, definitely subscribe. I swear I'm not high. I promise y'all. I promise. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one, y'all. Bye, y'all.